First race we're going to preview here on the opening show is live at 3:25, the QEII, Queen Elizabeth II Stakes. It's over a mile, and Field of Gold is the market leader currently at 2-1. Rosallian 5-1, Never So Brave 8s, Fallen Angel 9s, the Australian raider Cole Spackler 11-1, Line in Winter 12-1, 14-1 Docklands, who loves Ascot. Over from France, Factor Cheval at 25-1, a host of stars, none more so in many ways than Field of Gold, who's on a bit of a retrieval mission in many ways. Luke Harvey will be out and about for us all morning on the opening show, and he is with Field of Gold now. Good morning, Luke.
Well, good morning, Ollie. Good morning, everybody. We're down here at the stables, and exciting this is, because this is the mighty Field of Gold. It runs in the QE2. Here he comes, just wandering out. We haven't seen him for a while, but he's already had such a brilliant season. You can see he's got his travelling badges on, he's got his protective boots, they tape all the racing plates up as well. Look at him looking around his surroundings. The absolutely fascinating contest, and just watch him just going there. I'm pretty sure, I think Luke Catton normally rides this horse out, so they'll just come here, they'll just check, he'll just check his microchip just to check that it is Field of Gold. And luckily it is, so he'll go off to his stable now. They'll let him down, just let him have a nice chill out and relax. And he looks absolutely super, doesn't he?
Well, he's arguably one of the most talked about horses all year, Field of Gold. He's been brilliant, as we can see here in Ireland, and we'll see the not so good in a moment as well. But on his day, he's clearly a very talented horse.
Oh, make no mistake about it. A lot of people have been crabbing him, his form. Listen, when we look at the way that this race was run from the get-go, he was at the back, on the outside. He's had to loop around the field. You can crab the form as much as you like, but when he said go, he opened up down the outside for a monstrous display. And we also got to see how good he was here at the Royal Meeting. He scooted clear, made a middle move and destroyed the opposition in a matter of strides. But of course there are a few who will crab him and say, what has he beaten?
Well, I mean, quite rightly, you only have to look at the clip we just showed. I mean, the horse in second is Group 2, Group 3 class, hot as hell. It's not going to get you out of bed much, is it? I mean, it's like, look, at that stage of the season, he was the dominant miling 3-year-old, there's no doubt about that. And he looked beautiful and he appeared to be a monster. But if you just look at the form, I mean, I don't know how the Longines World Rankings have him as one of the top 3 or 4 best horses in the world right now in his ratings. I don't know how you rank him that high. The form isn't worth toffee at this minute, but he might still be the best. But that form is rubbish.
So you're crabbing him. You can't have him at all, and you're saying that the numbers are wrong.
This is why Luca got rid of you. He didn't want you riding because you wouldn't listen.
I tell you what, the one thing you will never understand is Field of Gold as a physical is a massive individual. Now he's only going to get better as the season progresses. Big John knows a thing or two about training as well, and he's just coming back to peak. Don't worry about that.
You like him, don't you? The favourite.
The bad, though, I mentioned the good. We saw that in Ireland, we saw that at Ascot, but the bad was Goodwood. He was found to have a problem after this. It was a funny race, but on the back of this and on the back of some of the questions that have been posed there, could you back him with real confidence today at 2-1, Jason?
Jason could.
Well, I could. You know, listen, it's a 50-50 split, whoever you speak to. This was one of those races, and we saw it on a couple of occasions throughout the meeting. There was Kirat who got away up on the front end. It was a speed favouring track, and he got away. After that, there was a knock of a joint, wasn't there? And something was wrong. 80 days. Matt is worried about the 80 days. Again, we're talking about one of the best in the business, prepping one off 80
days.
You're
going in hard.
You've had a shocker.
But you know what?
Sorry, John.
This is what's so great about today, because we will have different views, and there are questions throughout. One of the questions in this race is where we stand, Matt, with Rosallian on the back of this season. A number of near misses, but he hasn't got his Group 1 this year.
No, he started the season off 122. He's now down to 118. It tells us he's 3 or 4 pounds below his very best form, but he has a whole string of efforts, which for me say he would have to almost fall over today not to be in the first 3. Look, He's just had circumstances, timing, whatever you want to say, against him in a lot of races. Obviously, he likes to be delivered late. He's just being delivered too late for lots of different reasons.
Are we pigeonholing him there, you know, saying that he's got to be delivered late as well? You know, there's I think it was Martin Pipe used to say to A.B. McCoy, you know, doing the same thing and expecting something different.
Yeah, but he's not going to go out on the front end.
No, he's not going to go out on the front end, but I just imagine there might be a slight change. You know, you're not just going to expect him to be whooshing from the back of the pack.
But if you're changing something that is this far away from being perfect already, this far away.
OK, keep it the same and be that far away again.
I would keep it the same.
OK.
You have your bed up against the wall and you can only get out the wrong side.
It's fascinating tactically what the jockeys do, because they'll be tracking each other in many ways. Then we throw in a host of other horses, including Fallen Angel, who's a fascinating runner, and Luke's with her now.
Well, one of the stars of the day is definitely Fallen Angel, who has a massive chance. Alice, you look after her. What's she like?
Oh, she's amazing. She's an absolute pro at the races. She knows what she's doing, takes everything in her own stride. And, yeah, you stop it. And, yeah, this will be a toughest race yet, for sure.
But you know well, you rode her from the start as a baby.
Yeah, I rode her as a yearling. She's always been a really nice ride. She's never had like a bad bone. She's always been a bit sassy, you know, a bit quirky in her box and stuff. Like, you have to watch her back legs. But apart from that, she's always been a lovely ride from day one. And now you've turned out to be this amazing filly.
But she's in the form of her life, isn't she?
Oh.
I know it's a tough call today, but
yeah.
But she's
in form. I mean, she's got nothing to prove really. Obviously, she's with 5 Group 1s. I mean, look at her. She looks really well. And yeah,
I've noticed a lot of the horses here have been clipped, but your horses look magnificent.
No, I mean, Carl's very good with like keeping them warm, rugging them up all the time, and their coats look amazing. They've got these special red lights in their stables on a night, what helps them out. Oi. But yeah, no, they all look really well in themselves.
And hey, this is what it's all about. I know you come here with these good horses to Champions Day. From a groom's point of view, what's it like?
Oh, this is what gets you out of bed, isn't it? This is what it's all for. And looking after a filly like Fallen Angel, I'm very lucky. I'm very privileged to look after her and take her to these races. Oi, stop it.
I hope you have a good spin anyway. I'm sure you will. She always runs a race.
Fingers crossed. She toughs it out all the time, so yeah, she will win a race.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Well, it will round off what's been an unbelievable year for trainer Cole Burke if Fallen Angel was to win the QE2. Matt, only 3 fillies have won this race in 49 years. How strong a chance do you give her?
Well, I mentioned Indian Skimmer earlier, which anyone who remembers racing from the mid-80s will remember, and there's a little bit of Indian Skimmer about her. We're a couple of furlongs shorter. I just think she's a fabulous filly. She will run through a wall for you, super tough, Jason. The question is, against the boys, will she be quite good enough? And my gut feeling is there'll be something, in fact, probably 2 or 3 that beat her, but it will be no surprise if she.
And of course, we know with her and the way that she's been ridden of late, at least she's going to set a fair test for them, isn't she? That's the thing. She's going to be winding up from somewhere down. But what, you know, even, is it the Lion in Winter and horses like him? What have they been doing there? He ran 7, 10, 12, 7. He's been all over the place.
Just a quick word on Never So Brave, if I can, Chappers.
Never So Brave, I think,
terrific horse.
Yeah, massive improver, going well. We've got to mention Docklands, who of course won the Queen Anne here at Royal Ascot. The Lion in Winter, who's always promised much. And most importantly, the biggest gamble of the day, Cole Spackler, the former American import, 66 into 10 to 11 1 now. 66 what into price? 10 or 11 to 1 now. You've got to stop this. The producer said he'll talk to you in the break. Cole Spackler, who for all sorts of reasons hasn't shown the American form so far, now runs for John and Thady Gosden. I couldn't have him on my mind. I think he's got no chance whatsoever. He's the biggest gamble of the day.